Please do not go out of your way to harass a person in this video. This video is only to bring their actions to light. Enjoy the video. So I've been debating if I should upload this video at all because I personally think the man in this video is mentally ill, or at least suffering from whatever the fuck FouseyTube suffers from.
Although actually I do feel like I am the Tupac of YouTube, so I am gonna keep that one.
But with that being said, his actions aren't excused because he's possibly suffering from something. If that were the case, then Chris Chan, or known as Christine Chandler, would be excused. So who am I talking about? Well, someone by the name of Justice Hunter, or Chef Justice Hunter. He's amassed 1 million followers on TikTok, another 156,000 on Instagram, and 206,000 on YouTube. What did he do? Well, he made really simple cooking videos. Most of them were actually really well done, and the food looked very tasty, pretty much nothing out of the ordinary. However, about 5 months ago, he became homeless, and he hasn't really gotten back on his feet due to discrimination from the police, or so he says. Unfortunately, with our good friend Justice Hunter here, he warps reality to fit whatever narrative he's trying to push. Let's take the how I became homeless video. In this video, he says he was discriminated against by his local Food Lion. He brings up 4 points. 1. He was accused of not paying for his groceries. 2. Multiple employees tried to fight him, manager included. 3. The police were called and he was set up to look like the aggressor, so the police flashed their weapons and handcuffed him. 4. The landlord caught wind of it and kicked him out while calling him racist terms. Now, what actually happened? Here's a video he's referencing called "I almost got arrested at Food Lion for food that I paid for." In this video, you'll immediately notice one thing. Instead of proving his innocence, he's taken his phone out for over 10 minutes and done an entire song and dance routine, basically shoving the cameras in people's faces while claiming that he is innocent and that they should let him leave with his groceries. Let's take all of the points that he made in his "Why I'm Homeless" video. Point 1. He was accused of not paying for his groceries. Yes, this is true. Throughout the beginning of the video, he was accused of not paying for his groceries. However, the manager got involved and he politely asked, "You can walk out with your groceries, just show me." Justice Hunter proceeds to get mad and then refuses to show him. Hello, Papa Test from the future. I also forgot to mention that he also mentions to the manager that he's also kind of famous. When talking to him for absolutely no reason, it's not warranted, he just kind of puts it in there. Point 2. Multiple employees tried to fight him, manager included. Only one person briefly puts their hands up like they're ready to fight, but quickly puts them back down. That is, I believe, Jamal, who we mentioned in the beginning of the video. He was then followed outside by the workers, which did include the manager, but look at the guy. He quite literally looks like he's too old for shit like this. I promise you, he is not going to fight you, let alone put his hands on you. Point 3. Called the police and then he was set up to look like the aggressor, so the police flashed their weapons and handcuffed him. You know that part where he says he was set up to look like the aggressor? No. As he was walking out of fear, he pulled a gun and was yelling at the workers to back up. Police arrive, draw their guns, and handcuff him. Even one of the police officers said,
"When I see a weapon, I don't know what's going on."
Sir, even asked him multiple times.
What you gonna?
Please?
Of course, he doesn't tell him where it is. What a shocker. Part 4. The landlord caught wind of it and kicked them out while calling him racist terms. This one can't be necessarily proven or disproven. However, when he says that the landlord was being racist and only gave him 1 week to move, he was acting within his legal right. Unfortunately, within North Carolina law, which can be proved in his bio from getting arrested from the Food Lion video, if you have a month-to-month lease, then the landlord can legally give you 1 week notice to vacate the property. Yeah, it sucks, but that's the law. You know what would really help him in a situation like this? I don't know, some type of income. If only he applies to some jobs, saying how he's a cook, and I would expect that it be
social media is more than a job. It is a business that has jobs inside of it, multiple jobs.
Shit. Well, you would think if he was struggling to the point of being homeless, he would actually fight and do something about it. Nope. Our boy Justice here has main character syndrome and refuses to actually live in the real world. Someone please connect him on Boogie 2988, please. We need another documentary. Some other questions like how does he charge his phone? I really wish I had the answer to you, but my theory is that I guess he charges his phone with the power of God and sunlight. I don't know. Where does he sleep? And U-Hauls and storage units, which is illegal, and when he gets eventually caught, he calls him racist and discriminating for kicking him out. Of course. But the more I did research on this guy, the more I started thinking to myself, maybe he's not right in the head. Not like your average, oh, that dude's crazy, but more like, oh, he's actually a little crazy. And that all became super clear to me when I watched one of his Instagram videos about being gang stalked by the police. Before I continue this, let me preface this by saying that mental illness is very much a real thing. However, just because you suffer from something doesn't mean that your actions aren't your fault. They are still your actions and you deserve to face the consequences for your said actions. So where he says he's being gang stalked by the police, he's riding in the back of a moving pickup truck and just happens to see a cop pass by. He then claims that he's being stalked by the police. Unfortunately, with the internet nowadays, it's very easy to solidify your crazy delusions with other people who are having those same exact delusions. However, just because he may be mentally ill doesn't change the fact that he pulled a gun out on people, refuses to get a real job because he had a taste for clout, or just constantly lying about him being persecuted because of his race. We have seen it time and time again, and don't even get me started on the every single video that he talks about how he wishes that somebody would just donate him $1 and that $1 helps. Never ending cycle with this guy. And with that, my name is Big Papa Tess, and if you enjoyed this video, please don't hesitate to leave a like and a sub. Thank you and have a good time. Bye bye.